What's good, everyone? It's Tyler with K10 Realty, where we help open the door to your real estate education. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to get super local. We're going to talk about the city that I currently reside in, San Jose, California, the home of the San Jose Sharks. Let's get it. So if you're thinking about moving to San Jose, here are 5 things that you need to know about. Figured I'd start this video off with one of the bigger topics, things to do. So right off the bat, you have downtown San Jose, where you can literally dine at over 100 different places. Whether you want pizza at Moss Pizza, or you want to get sushi at Sushi Confidential, or maybe it's Thirsty Thursdays, you can head on over to SP2, 55 South, or even San Pedro Square Market. Let's talk a little bit more about San Pedro Square Market. San Pedro Square, in my opinion, is really the centerpiece of downtown San Jose. It encompasses about 25,000 square feet and is home to more than 20 food vendors. You can get anything from a Vietnamese sandwich, also known as a banh mi, to a big juicy burger, or if you're looking to maybe just grab a beer, you can head over to the Market Beer Company. There's a variety of food and drink here for everybody, and if you actually come Thursday through Sunday, a lot of times you'll get to see live music, and even on Fridays they'll actually do a farmer's market in that same area. All right, let's move on. So if you head west, you have Santana Row, which is located across the street from Valley Fair Mall. This area of bars and restaurants is a little bit more bougie than downtown San Jose. If you're from the area, drop a comment, you know what I mean. You have places like Yard House, Maggiano's, Fogo de Chao. This is a nice spot to do some shopping, hang out, grab a bite to eat, maybe get a drink and just relax. So if this is your type of thing, you definitely find yourself here during the weekend and evenings out. So these are just 2 of the major areas that you can eat and drink and just hang out at. But San Jose, all throughout San Jose, you can find little pockets of restaurants, bars. They're just as good. Sometimes they're a little less popular, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, because a lot of times they might be a little less busy as well too. So I highly suggest exploring and seeing what's out there. So last in this category is events. If comedy is your thing, you can head out to the San Jose Improv. You can catch a comedy show, or like I mentioned before, San Jose is the home of the San Jose Sharks, so you can always catch a Sharks game. They play at the SAP Center in downtown San Jose. You can also head out to Santa Clara, which is one of the neighboring cities to San Jose, to catch a 49ers game at the Levi's Stadium. Or you can even head out to San Francisco, also known as the City, to watch the Warriors play in the newly built Chase Center. All right, that was a pretty long first category. I'll try to keep it a little bit shorter so we don't lose anybody along the way. Let's go. All right, so number 2 on my list is proximity and location. So being located in San Jose, you're really at the epicenter of a lot of different things you can go do. If you want to head south, you can head out to Santa Cruz and Capitola. If you want to go to the beach and the boardwalk, those are great places to visit. Going out to the beach and boardwalk that way is typically about, I'd say a little less than an hour to get there from different parts of San Jose, or about an hour. Or you can drive out to San Francisco, where there's so much to do out there. Great little neighborhoods you can visit, restaurants you can eat at. Obviously the bars are out there as well too if you wanted to grab a drink. You can even drive across the Golden Gate Bridge, or you can rent a bike and actually bike across or walk across the Golden Gate Bridge as well too. There's great viewpoints out there like Battery Spencer. You can go to the Palace of Fine Arts. I mean, seriously, San Francisco has so much within that city. It probably needs a video on its own. So I won't go too much into it in this video, but maybe one of the next ones coming up will do that. So, and driving out to San Francisco from different parts of San Jose is gonna take you probably a little bit more than an hour. A lot of times there's traffic, definitely during the week and rush hour there's traffic. On the weekends you do get a little bit of traffic going into San Francisco as well too. So just keep that in mind. It's probably gonna take a little bit over an hour to get there. So you can also head out to Oakland. One of my favorite neighborhoods to visit is Uptown. That's where they have a lot of the bars. It's kind of a little bit more of a hipster feel. You have Drake's Dealership, which is one of my favorite places to go eat and drink at. And you also have the Fox Theater. You have Lake Merritt as well too, so you can go get some food, walk around the lake, just hang out there, even have a picnic if you wanted to. Super relaxing. So to get to Oakland from San Jose, it's probably going to take a little bit over an hour, so just plan for that. A lot of times there is traffic going from San Jose to Oakland, just as if you were going to San Francisco as well too. But those are some of the major cities around us. I would definitely recommend checking out some of the smaller communities, the different neighborhoods that surround San Jose, and and more particular, I guess, in the South Bay as well too. They're filled with vibrant communities and really fun downtown, so you'll enjoy all of them. All right, third thing on my list that you need to know about are the different hiking and trails within San Jose. I live right next to the foothills, so for me, literally, I can pack up, walk maybe about 10 minutes, and I'll be on a hiking trail, which is just crazy, right? I mean, it's great to be able to do that. But even if you're not right next to the foothills, hiking trails and different areas you can explore are really not that far away. You can maybe drive 30 minutes, then get to a really nice hiking place or even a county park. You have Santa Teresa County Park, Almaden Quicksilver County Park, and if you're really up for the challenge, you can go out to the infamous Mission Peak in Fremont. So that's probably one of the more difficult hikes in the area, but once you do it once, you're gonna feel so good about yourself. I mean, if you go early, you can literally be high above the clouds as the sun rises. I wouldn't advise going when the sun sets because it gets really dark out there, unless you bring, let's say, like a flashlight, because going down sometimes is a little bit difficult, especially in the dark. But hiking is a pretty big activity for a lot of people out here, so if you are planning on visiting the Bay Area or even potentially moving here and that's something of interest to you, I definitely highly recommend checking that out as well too. You can always download the AllTrails app. That's typically how me and my girlfriend go about finding different trails and exploring, so you can use that as well to help you out. So all this hiking is bringing me to my fourth topic, the weather. So the San Francisco Bay Area is pretty much known to have great weather year round. I would say in San Francisco, it's gonna be a little bit more cold. You're gonna be closer to the coast, obviously. When you head out to the valley towards San Jose, it definitely does get a little bit warmer. It ranges anywhere from about, I would say 70 to 100 degrees, typically on the lower half of that spectrum, but every once in a while we will hit triple digits or in the 90s, right? So our winters, we don't really have too much rain out here. We probably need it, right? I know that's an ongoing joke with Californians, how we're always in a drought, but you know, it doesn't really rain that much out here. So, which brings me back to my last point. Obviously, if you're huge on hiking and you do move out here, you're thinking about visiting, even if you come during the winter months, you still could potentially go out there because it doesn't rain that much as well too. And then last but not least, you can't mention the San Francisco Bay Area without mentioning Silicon Valley, home to companies like Google, Facebook, Nvidia, eBay, PlayStation, PayPal. I mean, the list goes on. Having these tech companies out here means a lot of high-paying salaries. So in 2021, the average paid salary within the Silicon Valley was a little over $130,000 a year. But this also influences the housing market, making the San Francisco Bay Area, including San Jose, one of the most expensive areas to live in within the United States. All right, so that's all I have for you for the 5 things that you need to know about San Jose before you consider moving out here or maybe just visiting. Let me know down in the comments if you would ever consider moving here, or if you're already living here and you're moving out of here, let me know why as well too. I want to thank you all again for coming to watch, and if you like the content, consider liking the video, consider subscribing. It really does help my channel and my business out. Also, if you're looking for an experienced agent here in the San Jose market to either buy or sell your home, go ahead and reach out to me. I'd love to help answer any questions you might have. Even if you're looking to purchase anywhere in the Bay Area, or if you're already living here in the Bay Area or San Jose and you're looking to move out, go ahead and reach out to me as well too. I have a super vast network. I can get you connected with some great agents anywhere within the United States. So until then, I appreciate you watching, and again, see you later.